Once again, PKN Packaging News Podcast recording live on the AUSPACK 22 exhibition floor. And I'm joined by William Lebihan from SMC. William, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you here, mate. And, mate, so all the way down from Brisbane to exhibit at the show. And...
Correct. Came down yesterday, so I helped put the stand together and, I tried to help and not get in the way, which I tended to do a little bit more than I should have. But we had a lot of the engineers down from Sydney to help put the stand together and get the exhibits working, and I helped with that a little bit. So I was down yesterday, and they've done a marvellous job. The stand looks brilliant.
Yeah, cool. So what's on the stand?
What isn't on there, Grant? What isn't on there?
How much space have you got?
We've actually got 3 cobot demo units.
Oh wow!
So we've got three separate cobots doing different functionalities in their areas, just demonstrating what SMC can bring to cobots, what we can bring to that kind of functionality. So, we've got a KUKA robot, we've got a UR robot, and an Omron one.
Okay.
And we're working with all of them doing different tasks.
Okay.
Bits and pieces.
So what kind of tasks are they doing?
Well, we've got the KUKA. The KUKA robot is on an XY gantry system, which allows the robot to move around when it's doing palletizing and bits and pieces like that. Okay. So I've set up, I say it's mini, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I was shocked at the size of it, but it's actually just demonstrating a simple depalletizing and palletizing process.
Gotcha.
Off a pallet, moving boxes, but just showing what can be done with the XY gantry system and a cobot.
Yep.
And obviously SMC product as well. So it's a big demo unit. It's really impressive to see, but it also demonstrates a really good time-saving automation process.
Yeah.
Which I think customers will sort of, I think when people see it, they'll think, I'll get you now.
Yeah.
We can use that, which is good because we can sell it.
Yeah. Of course. Funny that.
Yeah. So that's probably the bigger one. That's quite a large size one. And we had a previous system here that had a UR robot on there, and we've got that's returned for this to the show. But we just upgraded it with a lot of new products. A lot of our wireless systems and stuff are on there.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty good. And the Omron one is just a pick and place using a vision system. So moving Mentos, selecting Mentos, little packs of Mentos. Yes, there are some left. We haven't eaten them all. So picking up the little Mentos and moving and putting it on a pedestal, going back, identifying, finding another one, lifting it up. Sounds simple, but, to actually see it in real life and have the programming to support that.
Yeah.
It's really good. And it also has a simulator, so like a CNC machine where the robot opens the door, accesses the workpiece, puts the workpiece in, removes it, closes the door again.
Wow.
So again, giving people some ideas, hopefully, around what can be achieved around automation and cobots. So it's pretty exciting over there. I had great fun this morning looking at it all working.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't break anything last night, so happy days.
Oh, so you're allowed back.
Yeah, today only.
It is quite fascinating watching robots and cobots especially, and the repetitive tasks that people get bored of. That's where they really excel. And so that, I'm guessing, is going to free up labor to work on the more demanding tasks, the more intricate, that require that human touch and so on.
Spot on. Yeah, spot on. I mean, there's this whole removal of monotonous, sometimes not so safe tasks is paramount for these robot type functionality. So I think you hit the nail right on the head there, Grant. There's availability now for people and workers to do things a little bit more interesting, involved, different, bespoke, rather than just the same old kind of process.
Oh, here I go again, which leads to boredom and errors and so on.
Exactly, and potential, safety issues and everything else.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And of course, cobot, because they can work alongside the humans as well. It's not like some of those industrial ones you see where, don't get anywhere inside the cage or you'll be shredded. So yeah, they've come a long way.
They're amazing. Yeah. And yeah, you're right. They work side by side to people now. And, they've obviously got the safety components that come along with that. There's not exactly arms around shoulders, but they've got that functionality tied to them, and it's still relatively new for a lot of people, me included. But I think when people start understanding what they can add to manufacturing, to their business, to their workforce, I think people will start perhaps taking a step in and investigating a bit more.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Anything else you'd like to say about SMC's stand? And
we're an E140, funny enough, just around the corner.
Yeah.
Early neighbours.
Yeah.
So it's just, we've got a lot of application engineers and product specialists on the stand. for the next 4 days.
Yeah.
So it's a really good opportunity for people to come and talk directly to those guys that know a hell of a lot more of this stuff than me, Grant, which isn't difficult. But it can actually, put a face to a name, get a contact detail, and, if they have a project idea, they've got an application idea, the guys that really know their stuff are over there. So we'd welcome anyone to come and say hello. And we've got, coffee and all that sort of bits and pieces over there. But, the important part is the people and the applications engineers. They're the
coffee's
ones.
secondary. It's But you can come down and get inspired with new ideas by watching the cobots in action and speak to the people who know what they're on about with actual tangible solutions. So
we have got we've got something else on there that's quite interesting. I just thought, and if I hadn't mentioned it, I would have got killed. We have a energy conservation vehicle on the stand. We're the only stand in the whole centre, ladies and gentlemen, that has a vehicle on it.
Okay.
And it's energy conservation vehicle. So it's demonstrating how SMC can partner with businesses, OEMs, to save and optimize their energy and air usage. So that's a vehicle goes to site in the process, but it's actually on a stand demonstrating what it can be achieved. So OEMs come and have a look at the product, and the application engineers and people that are interested in energy conservation and optimization. Come and have a look at the van.
Yeah, so it's a vehicle that can go on the road, that's roadable as well as being on site and so on.
Yeah, we actually drive it down here to get down here. And we had to, obviously bring it on the stand carefully, and there's lots of safety around that, which we understand. But it's certainly worth the trip to come and have a look at that one.
Okay. Well, William, thank you very much for coming on the show. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for the time.
Okay.
See you.